everyone. I'm Kathleen.
I'm Nancy.
And we
We
are
are
On the Needles. Episode 33.
33. I was trying to show my intelligence to Kathleen, and I said dose, and she had to correct me that it was trace.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. My hair is so weird. I don't know.
I have to grow mine out, so mine's really going to get to that awkward stage for a while.
It's cute though. It always
I
looks
don't
cute.
know. I'll grow it
I
out
like it.
probably a couple more months, and then I'll go in and say, okay, cut it real short and we'll spike it again. But
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, everybody needs a change.
Yeah, I'm not the kind of person that has the same hairstyle. I change them a lot.
Yeah, I kind of grow mine. And you know what
Yeah.
I was wanting to do, and I don't think I have the hair for it, is the gal from the old owners of Espace Tricot. She's on Instagram a lot. They are now Cider yarn company, I think. And she has this beautiful blonde short hair, and she tucks it behind her ears, and she always has these little flippy things. And I just would love to have that, but no.
See, my hair is so thin. When I was younger, I had thick, long black hair.
Oh, you
This
did?
is what age does.
I think I remember a Facebook picture you had of your thick, long black hair.
Yeah, do you remember? And I'm going to really date myself here. Dorothy Hamill, the ice skater,
Yeah.
and she had that bob, and it was just like
Mhm.
cut off, and she had like this much hair in the back. That's kind of like mine was like. It was.
Did you have a Dorothy Hamill?
Did I have a Dorothy Hamill? I may have. I've had several. I even
Oh my
had.
God, we totally had Dorothy. My sister and I had Dorothy Hamills. We used to swing our heads and run up and down the stairs, and oh my God, that was ridiculous.
I even had an afro at one time.
Oh, you did?
I permed my hair and wore it as an afro.
Yeah.
Which was bad because my hair is so fine and so straight that there would always be a section or two that wouldn't take.
Oh.
So I'd have this real curly and then the straight section.
Oh, that's not
Yeah.
good.
I don't know.
Oh,
I
the
see
perm, the perm.
the
That's one thing
perm.
that hasn't really come back is the
No.
perm.
And I see these advertisements. There's a wig store in Coeur d'Alene, and I think, wouldn't that be fun? But I think it would be hot.
Oh
I
yeah,
don't know.
nightmare.
But you'd always have perfect hair. You could just crawl out of bed and
Except
slip on your wig.
I'd be a sweaty mess underneath. It'd be gross.
Well, you wouldn't be able to wear wool sweaters.
No,
Yeah.
I'd have
So
to wear my wig and a tank top.
sexy lingerie or something. A slip.
Well, okay, so people, I think we need people to weigh in on if they are one hairdo kind of people or if they like a change every now and again. So leave a comment and let us know.
And that includes color.
Color, oh yeah.
Oh my gosh, the granddaughters here. One of them is now working at a beauty supply store. Okay.
Oh.
That's right up her alley. Every week, I'm surprised she still has hair. Right now it's bleached blonde. She normally is like a dirty blonde, almost a light brown. Last week she was half black, half bleached.
Wow,
The
cool.
week before that it was half black, half green, and it was like this sour apple green that just faded to ugly. And the week before that she was black and a really pretty forest green.
Isn't
So now
that singer Billie Eilish? I think she has a
Sia
green and
does
black.
Yeah, but Sia
Sia has
does the
half
black and the
yeah.
white. Yeah. And so now two of the granddaughters are bleached, and the other one that's bleached has dark hair. So
wow, that's hard to keep up. Although I think the roots are kind of in now.
I think so. So
anyway, should we talk about knitting?
Well,
I know you did such a great job, Nancy.
Oh
I was sick. I did not have COVID, but I was sick. I thought I did, but I tested negative. And I had some sort of nasty, just the normal cold you get. Now, every time I sneeze or cough, I think I have COVID. But so yeah, and then yesterday we were going to podcast yesterday on Valentine's Day, but I had forgotten it was Valentine's Day.
Apple Apple, and I'm not even drinking wine, I'm drinking coffee. Happy Singles Appreciation Day, or happy Valentine's Day if you're in a relationship.
Yes. I saw this cartoon today listing all the different ways you can have love, and one of them was crafts, and I'm like, yeah, you sure can get a lot of people get a lot
my
of
knitting
pleasure from
doesn't
that crafts.
bring me chocolates.
Well,
But then I said diet for Rhinebeck. So,
but if you could subscribe to a club or something that has a great person like you that sends goodies along.
yeah.
There you go.
Oh, there you go. So yeah,
So anyway,
we
Nancy
missed you last week.
Oh, thank
and
you.
I
But you did a
struggled
great
through
job.
it, and thanks everyone for the nice comments. It was, I think when I was doing it, I got more relaxed. But like I
Yes.
said, these people that do it by themselves, oh, it's just nice to have someone to bounce comments off
Yeah.
of. But I'm glad you're better, and you were missed.
Thank you. Thank
and
you
it
so
gave
much.
you time to finish.
Oh my gosh,
some
you guys, I have some
objects.
finished objects.
Yeah.
Well, before we really get into it, we should say that we are coming to you from Spokane, Washington. And we're so glad you're here. And even though we're not completely reliable as far as every other week, we are getting better.
We're getting better.
I think that's why we decided Nancy would do it on her own, just so we could sort of keep that.
And you know
going.
what? If that happens, now we know that we can do it. You can do it on your own if for some reason I'm unavailable. But
Right.
you can find us below, down below by the chevron. If you click on the chevron down.
Oh yes,
See,
the
I've
downward.
been watching Needles at the Ready. I know what that
Oh,
is now.
okay.
And all our information, so you can follow us. And like I said before, I appreciated every one of the comments. And thank you to everyone who took their time to write a comment. I did get a comment that we should fix our bell icon. So I guess we need to fix that. I thought we had that. So we'll have to check.
Okay,
on that.
I'll look at it.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was broken, but yeah, that's kind of an important thing,
Nothing worse
because
than a
if you
broken
click
bell.
that bell, you'll be notified every time we have a
Right.
new.
So we will,
episode.
I think that was Gary. So Gary, we will try
Thanks, Gary.
and get that fixed. If not, I'll just text you every time we put a new episode.
Everybody.
Okay. So the cats are coming in the room. So eventually there's going to be a
Okay.
cat up in that window. Hopefully, see this big pile of yarn to twist?
I was just gonna say,
That's one of two buckets. Hopefully the cat doesn't jump in
that's a
that
cat
bucket.
bed in the making right there.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. I try to keep the cat away from fiber.
Yeah,
So,
for sure.
okay.
Well, you have to kind of, because if people are
Oh, see,
allergic.
into the window we go.
There she goes.
Yeah,
She's so cute.
she is. Her hair is growing back. We had to shave her because she got wet last year and got like one big hairball.
Mm.
And so I think it was like 5 months ago, we had her shaved, and they just left that little pom-pom of a tail.
That is so cute.
Normally she's long black hair with the white tuxedo part.
So cute.
But if she sees a bird out there, which there have been a few, she'll start chattering.
That is so funny when cats do that. I had a cat who used to bark. I mean, it sounded like a dog bark.
Oh,
It was so crazy,
yeah.
especially when he was at the vet. And they'd all, of course, call all the people in to hear him, and that would make him more nervous. So it would get more. Poor guy. So what are you wearing?
I am wearing I should sit up. Sorry, I've been dying all day and my back is just killing me. So if you see me slouching, in fact, you can tell I've been dying.
Oh, it looks like a bruise. It looks like a bruise.
I know. I was sitting there eating lunch, and I thought, because I had a little mishap with some dye. I was trying to pour like 5 pounds of dye into a 4-pound container. And,
Oh,
you know, I took math in school. I took honors math in school. You would think I would know better. But so I had to wear something long sleeve so you wouldn't look like I was either abused or just a sloppy dyer.
or
But
just
what
said that.
yeah, this is
yeah,
the
clumsy.
cozy, yeah, of that. You should see the floor. It's totally wet. It's a good thing we die in the garage. Cozy Classic Reglan by Jessica Maed Designs. This I made last winter, at least a year ago.
Mhm.
And it's Trilogy Yarns because I use it as a sample. I used it as a sample garment. I don't anymore. Trilogy Yarns. It's in the Cabernet colorway. Oh my gosh.
Uh-oh.
I need I need someone to take care of me. And this is the Cabernet colorway. And then I carried Cabernet mohair silk with it.
That's so pretty.
And I still have the mohair silk in my shop, but I'm slowly switching over to the alpaca silk because it's a little bit prickly. I'm pretty sensitive.
The
to
mohair
fibers.
silk is?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
it's a
okay.
little prickly, but I like it. But the one thing I don't like, and as this podcast goes on, it's like, I don't know
Oh,
if
it's not showing your bra though.
because I have to had to move my bra.
Oh,
You know, if I didn't wear a bra, I wouldn't have that problem. But
well, we
I
only see you from here down.
I try to
so.
put one on, you know, just
Yeah,
because.
right.
So it just seems to, I don't know if I slouch more on one side.
Well, a lot of the sweaters lately have pretty big necks, and
They
I'm not a
do.
fan.
I'm not a fan either. I'm not a fan of
And I
a
don't
real
like a
tight neck
tight
unless,
one, but
no.
I mean, I like a crew, just a
Uh-huh.
regular crew neck.
Yeah. And
Is that too much to ask?
I think that I don't have any I take that back. I have some V-neck sweaters. Excuse me. But
Yeah, I don't think I do.
I
I don't like a V-neck as much,
don't you?
but I have, I have got cardigans and stuff that have the
Right. Yeah.
like a shawl collar with that shaping.
So anyway, that's
So-
what I'm wearing. So
Cool.
how
Well, let me
about-
show you mine.
Yeah, yours
It is
soft
it's
and
oh,
yours-
I'm not going to be able to get high enough. I'll just pull it up. So this is my what's this called again? Hard cider. And that's the lace on the front. And this ended up
cool.
being pretty big. So I like it. I don't think
Is
it's
it
too
long?
big because yeah, it's long. It's like tunic length. I can't get up high enough. So yeah.
Oh yeah.
Which I like. I have no problem with it. And I also made the sleeves short. Actually, I think they're kind of too short. I might have to make them longer, but I don't mind this. I think I need to make them about an inch longer so they're really bracelet length.
Did you block it?
No, I steamed it. So I could, that's a good idea.
Aggressively block
Yeah.
sleeves.
Yeah. Because I feel like, and this is just my own thing, I feel like if your sweater is loose fitting, if you have more slim fitting arms, it doesn't look too big.
Right, like the boxy style was.
Yeah.
It was real boxy, but the arms were slim fitting.
Yeah.
Now, is that
I think that looks good.
I know the collar is that just a stand-up?
It's just standing up right now, but it also can fold over into
That is so pretty. Yeah.
yeah. But I kind of like this slouchy.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah.
Just yeah.
And it's super soft. It's that Woolfolk TOV or TOV. I'm not sure how you say it, but which is some sort of supersonic merino. I don't even know, but all of their yarn is so super soft. So yeah, super excited about this. This is actually the first time I wore it. I'm wearing it. I had to sew up the holes in the under the arms, and I always get those. Do you get those on these?
I don't, and I can show you. I have a finished sweater. What I do is, when you put your needles back on your, your sleeve stitches back on the needles, and then it may say pick up, X number where you bound off, where you separated for your sleeves. I always pick up 2 more, and I pick up like right almost in the same stitch, maybe just like the row below on where my live needle stitches are, and then 1 more. So I really, and then the next row, I'll knit those together. So I get down to the right number.
I think that's a great idea.
Yeah, having said that, if I show you my sweater and there's a hole in it, never to believe anything that comes out of my mouth.
Well, and I had seen something that came across my email or somewhere. I'm so bad. I'm always saving posts, and I'm like, why? I never go back and look at them. So I need to put it in my calendar, look at your saved posts. And when I was doing social media for Knitters Pride, I used to do that all the time with knitting stuff, just so I could share it. And so once a month I would look at all that stuff and schedule it in. But now I'm just way behind. So at any rate, I had seen some trick for getting rid of those holes and this is the worst I've ever had them. And I don't know if it's this yarn but they were like good size.
Well, you can always just take and,
And that's what I did. And I had to do it
Cinch 'em
on
up in.
I had to do it 4 times. I had to do it on, I had these huge holes. So if anybody has tips like Nancy's, let me know. I think it might have been Patty Lyons. She has such good tutorials and tips. She's amazing. So do you want to go first with the finished objects?
Oh, no, you go, because they haven't seen it for 4 weeks.
So this is my first one.
I'm just going to sit here and drink my coffee and just
do it. Okay.
Just relax. Everybody's left the house now, so it's quiet.
Oh, good. So this is my newest circle square hat, and it's not blocked. And these do need to be blocked. But so this is the Gauge Dye Works Alphabet, and I showed that last time. Alphabet yarn, Live Long and Prosper. So each of these colors represents a letter. And in this one, I wanted the whole back to be this, just a single color. And the gray was, I think if you did socks, you would there was a little bit of gray at the beginning, and then you stopped at a gray in the middle. And so it just worked out that I was ready to decrease when I got here. And so, but I used just a tiny bit of gray from the beginning, and I cut the rest off. So this hat is super interesting. It is, you knit a huge circle to start with, and then you fold it in half. And those of us who have knit this call it the quesadilla. So this is the quesadilla, and you join it here in the back, and then you just start the super sharp decreasing. And so this ends up at the back of your head, and it's not blocked, so it's got this little pooch in it. But I love this, and I love Star Trek, so this is super fun for me. So this is my second one, and a lot of people knit, like you, knit a ton of those Musselburgh hats, but I like this one, especially for self-striping.
I was gonna say, for self-striping,
Yeah.
that's great. And you guys, if you got totally lost when she talked about the construction of it, I did too, so don't feel bad.
When we first started knitting this, a few people in our knitter group were knitting it, and we practically had to have a summit to figure it out. And even our smarty pants, like chemistry, math majors and stuff, were just like, I have no idea what that was, how to do it. And then somebody finally goes, oh, it's a big tortilla, and then you fold it in half and make a quesadilla. And we're like, oh yeah, we all needed a food metaphor for it. So that's the first one. And this is by, who is this? Martina Bem, I think. Anyway, it'll be in the show notes. So this is my second one. This is that Geisel sweater by Irina Anikeeva. And I love it, but there's a massive dye lot issue. And you can't see it. Oh yeah, you can.
Oh, I can see it.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
So it hits me right, and here's the back, which is the main part of it. And then it's just a plain old cardigan in the front. So I took it to our knitting retreat, and I was so bummed, and I didn't notice it until I blocked it. And so it was on top of the washer and dryer, and I walked in there, and we have a big cupboard above the washer and dryer, and I could see this, and I thought it was a shadow, and so I didn't really think anything of it. And then I took it out, and I was like, oh my God, I was so distraught. And so I took it to knitting retreat because I hadn't put the buttons on it yet. And I laid it out, and most everyone was like, I love how you changed colors right there. I mean, they didn't think it was a dye lot issue. They thought it was on purpose. So I don't know. And it also hits me right at my waist. So if I'm wearing like jeans or darker pants with it or something, it kind of looks like the shadow of the pants showing through or whatever. So I'm going to wear it. I mean, I put so much work into it. And
if you ever want to over dye it.
That was the other thing I was thinking. But would it still have, since that part's darker, does it take out that line?
Not if you dyed it darker. No. Go
it wouldn't show.
Darker. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just, a friend of ours that on our Thursday night Zoom, he had a friend that had made this gorgeous shawl that she wore for her wedding, but she didn't like it. after it was done. She didn't like the color, and it was just this beautiful, just ivory color. So she sent it to me, and I over dyed it for her, and it turned out beautiful. She was so happy. We over dyed it in cerulean, which is a real pretty color. But yeah, if you ever decide you don't like it,
I can't live with that.
We can play with it.
Okay. Well, I'm going to wear it a couple times and we'll see what happens. So those are my finished objects. 3 things.
2 sweaters and a hat. You go, girl.
Yep. Yeah. And I'm making big progress on another one that I'll show you on the needles.
What happens when you get sick? You have time to knit.
Well, and I was doing some things, like I was working on that doll, which I have not finished, and that Christmas stocking and a few other things that it just took up my knitting time. And then the holidays, and I don't know, I went through a super busy time in my life, and things are getting a little more manageable now. So I just didn't get that much knitting done. So what about you? What are your finished objects?
Well, I have those 2 finished objects. One is already gone. It's at a trunk show that I'll talk about when I get to shop news. But let me show you. Oh, can you see that? Did I share screen yet? All right. You know, I guess it requires glasses. Okay, let's go to share screen and let's pull it up and let's share. You know, forgive the picture. Ooh. I still having my picture taken.
Is that color affection? Oh, it's Zorzal.
This is the Zorzal.
Oh, course, I like it.
You know, we're trying to find sunny spot. And this is my leafless tree in my backyard.
Oh, it's pretty. I like it.
Yeah, and then we took, let's see. Oh, what did I do here? Can I? So
it's really pretty.
It really clashes with the top that I'm wearing. But I was trying to do, you know, the Erin thing where I was looking up to the future. But yeah, so this is Zorzal. This was done out of my yak sock. And I use the color Manatee, which is this. It's kind of a dark blue gray, and then Orchid.
Oh, that's so pretty.
So I did finish that.
That really reminds me of that color affection shawl. I'll try to wear that next time.
You know, and I've also done the Descent, which is very similar to that. It's just short rows and stripes. That was done out of the clockwork. You know, when I did that the clockwork shawl. Right. So I left it on the needles. I think I might have shown that at the last podcast. Left it on the needles, and then I took the other end of the yarn and was doing that. Much happier with it. Didn't bother me at all that I ripped the clockwork out.
Oh,
so
good.
I did finish that. And like I said, I had to ship that out to a trunk show that we'll talk about later. And this I have to ship out tomorrow to another trunk show. But I finished.
Oh, you finished
my
it. So pretty.
Tensia. And this, we'll have the information below who did this. I think it's Sharon Hartley. But so this is the Tensia. And it just turned out gorgeous.
It did.
It's got the color work on the sleeves.
So pretty.
And this was a very fun pattern to knit. I mean, I just love the color work design. I used this once again was out of the yak because it's going to be a sample garment. So the dark is Cabernet. And then the gray, I don't think my fingers are pointing. The gray is Stormy weather. And it's fun. The yak is really fun to knit with, but once it's blocked, I mean, the drape is so pretty, just gorgeous. So yeah, I was at a Maed after I finished that Zorzal. I thought, oh, I had like 3 days to finish the Zorzal and this. And then I thought, who am I kidding? You know, that's not happening. So I told the gal at the shop that I would send this out last week. And so it'll go out tomorrow and I'll get rid of it for a couple weeks. and eventually I'll wear. So those were my only two, I double check, only two finished objects. But
Pretty good.
yeah, that sweater, I mean, that's fingering weight.
Yeah.
I think it was on a size 4, maybe. So it just seemed like a lot of knitting in the yoke. There was so many stitches on there.
Yes. Before you separate, that's always just
Before you separate. Yeah. So that's it.
Cool.
That's all I got done, but 2 big things.
Really, really nice.
Yeah. So
on the needles, let's talk about that. So this is okay. So this is kind of lame, but
I adjust again here. Sorry, everybody.
I'm working on our knit along.
Oh, guilty. I wanted to get those done before it started.
Well, and I had to take some out, so that's why I've got some of this ramen. But this is what's it called? The Combinatorics shawl?
Combinatorics.
Combinatorics. So this is my very beginning of it. And I'm using Nancy's yarn in Wicked. And I think this is your glamorous base in Wicked and Oyster Shell. So, and I put this up on the Instagram, but I think that combo is going to be so pretty. So that is happening there. And then
I know in the Ravelry, a lot of people have been saying they're having problems with the pattern. So,
oh, really?
I don't, I've done it twice. Hopefully we'll be casting it on. Well, when you see what's on my needles, that should be done in hopefully a couple days, and then I'm going to cast it on. But yeah, I haven't
had any. It was my own problem that I had. It wasn't the pattern. It was my
I don't
user
think the
error.
Patterns, written wrong because I've done it. But
yeah. So this is my other victory. This is this lighting is good. My trellis top, and this is the back. And I've got it on, this is half of the back. So these are the shoulders, and then this is the neck, the back neck. And then there's no shaping or anything on the sides for the sleeves. So I think you just end up like seaming. I don't really know. This is supposed to have buttons down the side, which I'm not going to do. I'm going to seam it. So I might have to change the sleeve, and I should have read ahead.
Do you knit the sleeves separately and then attach them?
Yeah, maybe.
You could,
I don't know. I gotta read
easily. Yeah, you could just pick up stitches.
Yes, and I think that's what I'm gonna do. And then I'm pretty far on the front too. I've gotten pretty far. So I just love this yarn. It's Erin More Light, Fiber Company Erin More Light, and this color is called Bronog. And we are I'm knitting this, and then our friend Karen is knitting that Andrea Mowry cabled sweater. What is that called?
Oh, the
you were gonna knit it.
Summer Cardi.
No, it's the cable one.
But that's
the cable one with
her new one that she just the cardigan with the cables that she just released.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Anyway, I thought it was Summer Cardi, but yeah, I know what you're talking about.
This she's using this too, but with pretty much the same color mohair along with it to make it the right gauge, because I think it's supposed to be this is DK, and I think it's supposed to be worsted. So anyway, she's hoping I have some left, and I'm pretty sure I will, because she was a little bit short on it.
Yeah.
So those are my on the needles. I think that's it. Yes. And then I need to whip up a hat for a friend's birthday, so got to do a hat pattern. So what have you got on the needles?
So I still have a half finished object, but honestly, I did work on it. So this is the one sock that I have.
Very nice.
And
is that the Dirty Ballerina?
This is Dirty Ballerina from Needles at the Ready Yarn Co.
Nice.
So I did that. And the second one, I consider showing it if I worked on it. And I was in the car the other day driving. And I think
Nancy.
I not driving while I was knitting, but I had to, oh, I know, I ordered groceries online, so I picked it up. So I'm about halfway done with the foot.
Nice.
The toe up, 9-inch circulars. I just do fish lips, kiss heel. You know, I kind of set in my ways on my socks because they fit.
Yeah,
so I'm doing
that's
that.
the most important thing about those. Our friend Melissa, she did, oh God, I can never remember the name of this. I might have written it down. I love the heel, and I'll have to look it up and show it on because vanilla is the new black.
Oh,
It's called, and I'm going to look it up because it is very cool.
okay. While you're doing that, I'll show my other on the needles. I think I have 3 colors left in my Advent, Brioche Advent. So this I'm focusing on now. It's getting really long. I mean, I could totally, this is the right side. So you guys are probably getting tired of seeing this.
No, it is so pretty.
But, yeah, 3 stripes to go. So this will be done this week. But I'm
That's going to
really
be super cozy.
Yeah, I'm loving how the colors play out. And this was done out of last year's Christmas Advent, Trilogy Yarn Christmas Advent. And it's big.
Very cool.
I mean, it's bigger than my wingspan.
Well, yeah, and I love that brioche. The cushiness of that brioche is so.
It's gonna be. Yeah, I'm gonna love it. So, yes, that's hot.
Is that a shawl or a blanket?
Yes, it's a shawl.
A schlanket. It's a schlanket.
No, it's only got. I mean, this is the width of it.
Oh,
so it's a wrap.
That is so great.
But yeah, I mean, it's absolutely gorgeous. I do have a little locking stitch marker somewhere because I noticed that I dropped a stitch.
Oh,
so that's, it's okay. So yeah, that'll be done this week and then on to future. But yeah, did you find that heel?
Oh yeah, I'll show it. Okay, so whoopsie. Yeah, so this is the heel. Isn't that cool?
So is it?
I don't even know.
Yeah, I mean it looks like a half gusset, half.
Yeah,
I think it's hard to see in that color too. But it almost looks like what is that, eye of partridge?
Well, no, it's ribbed. See, that's the inside out. This is inside out.
Oh,
yeah, but I don't know. We'll have to ask Melissa because there's a close-up of it. So I have no idea what it is, but it sounds cool and it looks cool. That's how I saw it in Melissa's socks, and I was like, "What is that heel? I've never seen that before."
That you definitely wear with Birkenstocks.
Yes, you got to show that.
Because you want to show off your heel.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very cool.
So you said you were going to do a hat. What's your future knitting?
I think it's going to be Jody. Is it Mrs. Brown's? Mrs. Brown knits or something? Her from Grocery Girls.
Right.
I've knit it before. It's called Pleasure Rib, and it's just a super simple cable rib beanie. But I put a I'll show it here. I put a big pom-pom on it. And yeah, here we go. So this is it, and it was super windy out. But it's pretty cute. I really like it.
Oh, yeah.
And so it's just easy. It has no it has a little bit of ribbing, but when it's stretched out, it just looks like it goes right into the cables. So
nice.
I don't even know what that yarn is. That yarn. Oh, it's yours.
It's mine. I was going to say that was that
Yeah,
one of a kind.
it's one of your one of a kinds. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I love that color, and that pom-pom matches it perfectly. So I'm going to make one. I don't even know what yarn, but I have a million skeins of worsted weight yarn. So do you have any, what's next on your needles?
I do. I have some hats too. And I'm going to show you. So I'm anxious to get that shawl done, and then I'll cast on the combinatorics, but I wanted to kick out a couple hats. So I have, okay, let's see. The glasses on so I can see the dahlia hat.
Ooh, that's
I'm
beautiful.
sharing. Am I sharing?
Yeah, yeah.
Am I here? So
wow, that's gorgeous.
And this is by Jonatan Tallow, and he's the same one that is the adventure wrap, that brioche adventure wrap. Isn't that cool?
Oh, that is so cool. I love the pictures on the rocks. It does look like sea urchins. So that's really cool.
Yeah, so I want to do that hat. And then I also want to do, oops, don't look at that.
Oh, let's watch that. That's fun.
Darn it. How do I get, you know,
you got to click out.
No, I think I got rid of it. It is the garter snake hat. Do you guys know which one that one is?
I've never heard of it.
Okay. I'm going to stop sharing, but I'm going to look for it, and you talk for a minute.
Okay. Well, I don't know what I still have I don't remember what the name of that shawl or the name of that sweater is. It's an Oregon, and it is from Pom Pom, and it's like all over cable sweater, and I got some Woolfolk Luft for it. And so that is kind of out in the horizon. I'm going to swatch for it. I am actually not quite sure about it, because
I thought you were going to do a sweater. Yeah,
it is a sweater.
Oh yeah.
But I think it's going to be too hot.
Mine is pretty
big
warm.
Cable sweater. I'm wondering if it would be better as a cardigan. I don't know. We'll see. I love that. I love that pattern. So and it calls for bulky yarn. I think, how can that not be so hot? But anyway,
you know what, mine is warm, but I wouldn't call it hot. You know, to me, this sweater is hot. You know, I mean, I've got the window open. It's pretty warm in my house, but that one, because of the construction of the way the yarn is, you know, it's that blown in.
Oh yeah, it's kind of lofty, isn't it?
Oh, so it's pretty
loft. Yeah.
Okay. So I'd give it a try.
My Woolfolk far sweaters aren't super hot at all.
Yeah.
And that's worsted, and it's the same construction. So maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, give it a try.
Yeah.
So anyway, so the other hat I'm going to do, I almost stopped the recording.
Oh,
try to do this without my glasses. So the garter snake hat.
Oh, that's awesome. I love her.
Yes.
Lavanya Patricella. I love her. She has some really fun designs.
She really has some fun.
Yeah.
So I think I want to do that. It's just a fun looking hat.
Cool.
I don't have any yarn picked out for either one of the hats yet, but that is not going to be a problem.
I do not think that will be a bit.
I have a whole yarn store in my basement.
Yes, yes.
So yes, the combinatorics, because and we'll talk about the knit along maybe next, and then the two hats all. And I said last week I was kind of done with sweaters, but I have to do a Rhinebeck sweater.
Oh, you do? Yes.
Yeah. And you never know what the weather's going to be like. So I'm kind of thinking, well, I need a cardigan and maybe some kind of a lightweight tee out of my singles, that single ply merino silk.
Yeah, and you could also do like a vest situation.
I'm not a vest. I'm not a vest.
You're not a vesty person?
No, I think I'd rather do a cardigan and a tee under it, and then another sweater in case it's cold. So I guess I'm gonna be doing some sweaters. I just don't know what yet. But I'm going to do hats and shawls. And I've got Vogue knitting coming up in, I don't know, 6 weeks. So I got to get a lot of samples knit. So I'm thinking a lot of small things.
Yeah. You should just ask us for our samples knit out of your yarn.
And I did do that before. I've done that before.
Because I know Carmen has a couple things. We have a few things.
Yeah. But I just have to sit down and take time and just think about, okay, what do I want to feature? Because I do have 2 sweaters now out of the yak.
Yeah.
And I have 2 shawls out of the yak. So I think the yak is covered.
Yeah.
So I think I'll do some hats and shawls, and I don't know.
Cool. Well, what's next on our agenda?
We could do word of the day.
Let's do word of the
because
day. And then I have a couple of things to show.
Yeah, and then we have knit along to talk about. So the word of the day is, and you guys do Wordle?
I don't.
I got sucked into Wordle.
Did you? I suck at stuff like that.
You know, it's really fun. And I'm always impressed when I can get it like in 3 tries.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you go, Nancy. So
I'm terrible at, I'm an editor and a writer, and I'm terrible at Scrabble and word games. Occasionally, like a word search, I can muddle through, but that's about it.
I don't do well at Scrabble. When I used to play Words with Friends, I wouldn't get the big ones. But Wordle's kind of fun because you start with a word, and I start with the same word every time, and then it tells you if the letters are in there. But anyway, today's word was agora, which like is
closed in space.
It's an open space. An open space for like assemblies or market.
Oh yeah, because agoraphobia would be fear of open spaces.
Yeah. So agora was the word today, and I got that from the word tears. I always start with the word tears. So I went to tears, and I went to, I can tell you what I went to if you guys want to know. Because, you know, inquiring minds want to know. I went from tears to alarm to agora. Figure that one out.
Wow.
I know. It's amazing what that morning cup of coffee will just get you going, you know?
Oh gosh, yeah.
So let us know if you guys play Wordle.
Yeah.
It's
I feel like I should get one of those signs that says marked safe from Wordle and put it on Facebook.
Does Mimi do Wordle?
Yeah, she does it.
Okay.
She's really good at those kind of games.
Yeah. All right. So do you have any new acquisitions?
Well, I do. I got a Valentine's advent calendar from my friend Nancy, and I have not opened number 14. So I thought I would open it since today's the 15th. So if you don't want to see this, look
most
away.
People probably should have opened it.
I would think so.
Yeah.
But I love your little heart
stickers.
Yeah. Oh, it's beautiful. This is called Conversation Hearts. That is so pretty. Maybe I should make a hat out of this. This would be a cute circle square hat. I haven't done one. It's not self-striping.
That was a fun advent.
I'm not going to show you the inside of this bag.
Yeah, it's a little naughty.
But,
that's why it's called Naughty Knitting
Sacks. From Naughty Knitting Sacks.
Oh yeah, there's all the days.
Here's all the days. So pretty. So love it. And the sack is exactly what you would expect from Naughty Knitting Sacks. And there's conversation hearts with very sassy sayings on them. So that was fun.
And colored peni on the inside, if anybody
of course
doesn't know who Naughty Knitting Sacks is and what she does.
Yes. And then
in fact, she sent us, we have for giveaway. So we'll have to find the correct thing for a giveaway, because I do have some from her for giveaways. Cool. So yeah. Thank you, Katie.
Maybe people could share their off-color jokes with us.
I might get embarrassed.
I know.
Yeah, not likely, but I might.
Yeah, I know. At our knitting retreat, we usually have little goodie bags that people give things to us. And we got, these were kind of the favorite this year. They're needle holders. And so they open up and you put your darning needles and things in there.
Or your tiny cigars.
Or your teeny tiny cigars. Anything we want to,
or whatever.
So she got them on Amazon. These are from Karen. So I got this light one and Mimi got this darker one. So they're beautiful with the gold.
Nice.
Yeah, I really like them. And I think they're kind of a throwback. I think like my great grandma has one of these that we have in all of her old sewing stuff. That's so cool. But yeah, so everyone loved them. Then somebody else gave us, maybe it was Edie, that it's like a key ring and it has 3 half crochet hooks for fixers, needle fixers, or stitch, drop stitches or whatever. And that's pretty cool. Yeah. So that was fun. I think that's all I have to share.
And I missed out. Didn't go this year.
I know, we missed
nobody
you.
got, I know, COVID.
Nobody got COVID.
Me.
We
Nobody
were
got
all,
COVID.
you know what? We were so safe. We all tested beforehand. And then the place we went required people to be vaccinated and required you to show your card before you could unpack, which was, we love that. And then, excuse me, we brought, a few of us have those air purifiers, those HEPA air purifiers from Costco. And so we ended up having 4 of them there, and we just put them like at each corner of the table. And that, I think, with all of that, and we were the only group there. So it was great.
Well, the pictures looked good. Snow looked wonderful.
Well, it was snowy and brilliantly sunny. It was absolutely gorgeous with the snow coming off the sun. I mean, it was almost, blinding. You know how that can be.
Get snow burned.
But yeah. So what do you have to share?
Well, I think we should talk about our knit along.
Okay.
So this is the Combinatorics knit along, Combinatorics shawl. And I think you guys have all seen this before.
Yes.
Beautiful. And it's just a beautiful shawl. So it started February 1st and runs till March 31st, I think. 30 days has, 31st. We have a chatter thread on Ravelry, and we also have a hashtag for Instagram, which is ONT Spring KAL.
Yep.
I think good. So we're going to pick 2 winners. We'll pick one from the Ravelry chatter and one from Instagram after we close it, which will be the end of March. So you still have 6 weeks to do it. And each of the winners will get a Trilogy Yarns Advent Calendar for 2022. The theme yet
the Christmas one, right?
Christmas one, and the
big one.
theme is yet to be determined. I've started giving some thoughts to it, and we'll talk about that when we get to shop news. I did put some kits together in the shop. I have a few left. I'll show you some combinations. So pardon the crinkling. The kits, it's a 2-skein shawl. And so I put together some kits out of the single ply merino silk. So this is oyster shell. This is the same one that Kath is using, but I've paired it here with, which one did I, that is Cabernet. So I paired it with Cabernet.
That's a pretty combo.
So I have that one. This is another pretty one. So anyway, the kits are $50, which is a little cheaper than buying skeins individually. This one is Koi and Teddy Bear. So that's kind of,
that's really nice.
And then, oh, this is one of my favorites. Cabernet and electric lime.
Ooh, wow.
Isn't that fun?
That's pretty nice. Yeah.
I haven't started mine yet. I was gonna do it in Midwest Sunset, and I'm just gonna throw these in the bag so I don't get them confused. Midwest Sunset and denim, but I'm thinking not. I haven't decided. I have a couple options, but I really kind of liking the electric lime.
Yeah, I think you
used
should do that one.
Yeah, I have done the electric lime and blush in my Pure Joy shawl.
Oh,
And
yeah.
electric lime is so out of my color scheme that I just love it.
Yeah.
So anyway, we have that going. Yeah. Do you have any more to say about that?
No, I just hope I make some progress on it.
Well, I think once you get into the hang of it, because it's got two different lace patterns. So the light color, like in my case, this is Sexy Cowboy and Stormy Weather. So the Stormy Weather here is all the same lace pattern. And then the Sexy Cowboy is a different lace pattern. And then it's just separated by your garter ridges. So once you get into it, and it's, if you can read your knitting, it's pretty easy to tell when you've gotten off pattern.
Yeah.
But yeah, I am anxious to get that going once I finish this adventure wrap.
Yeah. I need to do that.
So that's that.
Well, I did get into the flow of it, and then I put it down for however long. So now I got to get back into the flow of it.
Yes, just don't stop in the middle of the lace section.
Right.
And I don't know, I don't do chart directions unless it's color work. So I don't know if that is charted. I know I just read the directions and I just do it on.
Yeah, it's charted.
I use Knit Companion. So you've got both options if you like to chart.
Yeah, I always use the charts. It's a lot easier for me.
Okay.
So shop news?
Shop news. All right. I mentioned trunk shows. I have a trunk show going on currently in Fargo, North Dakota, for anyone that's over there in the cold country. That is at Bountiful U. And that is going to run, I think, well, we kind of left it open-ended. It's like the trunk show I did in Chicago. We left it open-ended. So she's still pretty much doing it. She's kept my samples. I just say I need them back before Vogue. So yeah, Bountiful U in Fargo, North Dakota. It's running, I think, at least for another week and a half. If you live in that area. And then starting today is I have a trunk show in Garden City, which is just outside of Boise. That's the one that Mimi went to before at Twisted U.
That's a cool store. I like that store a lot.
Yeah. So we're going to do a Facebook Live. The Twisted U we'll do a Facebook Live on Thursday that I'll be on.
Oh, neat.
And that'll run for probably about 2 weeks.
They have a great supply of fun little things like stickers and pins and tons of cool bags and notions and stuff.
One of these times I need to get down there.
Yeah.
It's only a day's drive, but now's not a good time for me to go. So I have those two trunk shows going. I want to talk about monthly clubs. This, I believe, sorry for the crinkle again. I'll rip the Band-Aid fast. So I have the Color Explosion Mini Club.
Ooh, that's
so
pretty.
This was the last month's that went out, and these ship out around the first of the month. It's 6 20-gram minis done on my merino cashmere nylon base. So, and that is a monthly subscription club. So you just sign up for it once, and then it automatically, the money jumps out of your bank account into mine, which is nice. I'm really loving the Broadway musical clubs. This month was one of my favorite musicals. I'm not going to show it because I'm not sure everybody's received it yet. And that one goes out around the 15th. But last month's was,
Oh, wow. That's gorgeous. I
West
love that.
Side Story. Oh, so this was the cover.
Nice.
So this is the West Side Story. And in this shipment, you always get a little sample, a little eucalyptus sample. Oops, where's my camera? A little, can you guys see it?
Yep.
Eucalyptus sample. And you also got a pair of snips.
Oh, cool.
So you'll get either a knitting notion or maybe a little self-care thing. And so both the Color Explosion Mini and the Broadway musicals are $33 a month plus shipping. I still am running my Princess Bride, and that is done on my Glamorous base, which is an 80-20 fingering. And that includes, it's a Princess Bride sock clip, so you always get a little mini.
Oh,
so
I like that.
This was last month's. This is Inconceivable. So that was
Very cool.
last month's. The Happy Hour Club is based on a drink, so you always get the drink recipe. And the Princess Bride, the Happy Hour, and the Discovery of Witches are all 3-month clubs. So February.
Oh, I gotta watch the Discovery of Witches this week. That reminds me.
Oh, you're going to?
Yeah, I watch it every week. I love it.
Oh, yes.
Because season 2.
Season 2. This is a Love Potion cocktail. So this was February's. So it was a lime and a cherry and a raspberry Valentine drink.
Ooh, that's pretty awesome.
That was the Happy Hour. Discovery of Witches. I guess I don't have Discovery of Witches with me. Maybe I didn't. I usually try to die of extras. And then my Friends Club is a new club, and it is, you can do a monthly subscription, you can do a 3-month subscription, or you can do a 6-month subscription. And with all of my clubs, except for the Princess Bride Sock Club, you get your choice of base. So there is a little drop-down menu on the checkout page. And I'm going to share my screen, and we're going to go back to that Friends picture.
Okay.
Because, oh, can I get away? Oh, now it's right under,
there you go. Just click on that.
I don't want to click on the stop share.
No, click on the Friends video tab.
I can't.
You're sharing. You're sharing.
I know I'm sharing, but on my screen, see it.
Oh, it won't let. Oh, I think you have to not share and then go to it and then share again. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I know what you're saying. Technology. Technology. Okay.
It's tricky.
It is. Okay, I got to find us again. Okay, now back to square one. Okay, so this was my inspiration for the Friends Club, which was the one with the prom video. That was the name. So that was my color inspiration.
Oh gosh, that's so, I love that.
This was the Friends Club.
Nice. I like that a lot.
Yeah, so that was
I love that
one to do.
bit of electric blue. I was my sister and I were laughing so hard because we like have the whole series memorized. And I said, oh, I saw the one with the cheesecake yesterday. And she's like, pulled the fork out. She goes, what are we eating? And do you remember that one when Joey, he always carries a fork in his pocket? I mean, that's just so perfect.
You know, there's so many classic sayings and classic scenes from that I am never gonna, with the other monthly clubs, I kind of starting to really struggle with stuff.
Yeah.
But on those, there's going to be so many. So I have several clubs to choose from if you find one that may or may not suit your interest. I did just list my Christmas in July advents. Those you have an option of a 15-day or a 30-day. So whether you choose either one or the other, you'll get minis. Say you choose the 15-day, you'll get 15 20-gram minis. That's going to be on my merino cashmere nylon base. And then you'll get a full skein for the 16th day or the 31st. Here comes a cat. Little cameo appearance there. Totally lost my.
Oh, you're talking about your
Oh, yeah. So
July.
yeah, July. I don't usually do a theme for the Christmas in July Advent. Last year I did a fade. I'm not going to do a fade this year. I don't know how well that was
Received.
Received. Thank you. I can do Agora, but I can't do received.
Yeah.
How well that was received. So this one will be just color minis, no theme. That will ship out. That's in July. The first 2 weeks of June. And then I haven't done Halloween or Christmas yet. I know what I'm doing for Halloween, but I just haven't listed it yet. I have some ideas in my head for Christmas. If you guys have a favorite Christmas something, put it in the comments below. Maybe I can take that into consideration. And I think that's it. I'm gearing up for Vogue. Vogue knitting is happening in Seattle, Bellevue, March 8th through April 8th
I was gonna say, no, that's
no.
We're gonna be gone, so that's
Yeah.
not it.
So I'm dyeing up a storm for that. I think I have like 2 more trunk shows between now and then. So dyeing it for trunk shows, dyeing it for Vogue. I'm going to have a 10 by 20 booth, so I'm going to have a lot of stuff to fill it.
Nice.
And that, my friends, I have to rant.
Oh, okay.
I have to rant about my grocery bill the other day. I cannot believe how expensive groceries have gotten. I had 6 like Trader Joe's reusable bags full, 3 gallons of milk, cat litter, and paper towels. That was it.
Yep.
It was over $300.
That's just crazy.
I was in shock. I remember, and maybe I'm dating myself, I remember when you could figure about $10 a bag for groceries.
Yeah.
I didn't buy any alcohol. I didn't buy any sweets of any kind, no sodas, no chips, nothing sweet, very little meat. I think I bought a little chicken and a piece of ham and produce and canned goods and a few frozen things. And I walked out of there and I was just like dumbfounded. I mean, I was even too much of a shock to even the gals told me the price and I stuck the credit card in and I wasn't even thinking because at that point, I think I was in shock.
Yeah.
So I know it's the sign of the times, but
I know it's so maddening. I just like, come on, you don't have to raise your prices. Nothing is that much more expensive. I mean, it's just a invented issue.
Well, I guess I'm gonna have to find time this summer to do my garden because
and
have raised chickens or something. So anyway,
I will never ever have chickens. I mean, I'm saying that. I hope I never have to.
Lucy brings me fresh eggs.
There you go. You got to have a good friend with chickens, in my opinion. I'm not about the chickens.
No, I think the chickens in the backyard would probably, the cats would just put it, it would put them over the moon.
Well, there's a whole host of issues that come along with it, you know, like rodents and stuff that I don't want to deal with that. We have skunks. We have skunks in our backyard. Spokane has a lot of skunks.
They do.
And they don't actually come in the backyard because I think the dogs scare them away. But this house on one side of it was vacant for quite a while, and it was like the skunk freeway. It was awful, and you'd smell them. Like sometimes if you go over there, you can kind of smell. It smells a little skunkish.
And that is such a distinct smell.
Well, there's nothing like it.
It's
bad.
Yeah, I'm pretty lucky. I know that there's raccoons out here, but we don't have raccoons.
Yeah, we don't.
I don't see birds.
Yeah.
I know the neighbors must have mice because their yard is, I put up this privacy fence because it's bad. It is like
Oh.
a junkyard back there. In fact, we complained once to the city about it. But I think with the cats, I never see any mice out there. And not
I
saying
just
they're
don't
not
want
out
them
there.
bringing them in, which is what our cat, we've kind of really gone off on a tangent here, but our cat used to bring them in for us and they were
Mhm.
dead. And so then we would have mice in the house.
Oh yeah, I've had a
So-
cat bring a bird in for me, but that was
Oh,
dead.
yes. Yeah.
Look
Oh.
what I got. Aren't you so proud
Hey,
of me?
I got this for you.
I'm
What? You don't
grateful
like
for
it?
Yeah. Take it out. Don't
Yeah,
touch
yuck.
it.
Yuck. Well, it was
Okay.
great to be together again, and we will cross our fingers for 2 weeks ish, and
Yes.
we will see you again.
All right, everybody, take care.
Yeah, and in the meantime, as we always say, stay healthy, get vaccinated if you can, wear a mask,
Support your local yard
and
stores.
support your local yarn stores. All right, bye
Right.
everyone.
Bye-bye.